Yo, listen, bro, we're gonna get into this one. This is the war between ADAM22 and AD. No jumper versus community. Okay, let's get into it, man. I'm gonna cover it as I play it.
That Snoopy Badass interview, he had some choice comments about AD. And then AD, of course, because I talked about him for like 30 seconds on the Snoopy Badass episode, he has to do a whole stream where he's talking about me throughout the whole thing, blah, blah, blah. He's playing GTA. He's role playing as me. It's like, I don't know. I mean, the general impression I got from the comments and stuff.
AD in the
nothing. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Brig Baby, who was actually there. I said like nothing about him. But he was, I guess, upset because he doesn't like the idea of me. And
ADAM22, I think AD is Crip, right? So some Crips left and new Crips came in the building. So Adam feels safe. He felt comfortable. He got new Crips. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, lose some Crips, gain some Crips, man. That's how it goes, man. Look at Brick Baby, man.
Interviewing somebody and asking them about something that they said about him. So then after this long ass stream, the next day I happened to do Bootleg Kev. He asked me, why is AD talking about you and making every stream about you, etc. And I basically said that I think he was pissed off because, you know, I asked Snoopy Badass about him and he wants this special treatment. He doesn't want like me to ask somebody who had previously dissed him about him. And he was mad about that. That's what I said. Now, the other thing that apparently really got under his skin is Bootleg Kev said, well, those guys who left No Jumper, they're probably making more money now than they were on No Jumper, right?
Yeah.
And
that's what Bootleg Kev said.
I said no. I said that is certainly not the case. And it doesn't take a genius. You could go look at the Figmunity analytics, go to their Social Blade, look how many views they get per month, and tell me if you think that the amount of money that they're making from that one podcast that they do a week split into like 4 or 5 pieces, if you think that that's more than the full-time. AD, in his own words, frequently would say that he was making 6 figures a year from No Jumper. Yeah. So you look at how...
Yo, and the thing is, this happens a lot. Somebody builds an empire, somebody comes along, you help the thing even get hotter, or you bring better pieces to it. You bring some improvement and development to it. So No Jumper, he's been doing it. AD hops along, right? The thing is, sometimes people think they can leave and go build something bigger, but it's hard to beat the foundation, yo. It's hard to jump ship and go build your own shit, man. You know, if you wasn't already doing it, it's very difficult. And then to try to compete with No Jumper, and it's like, yo, No Jumper has always had the audience, right? Yeah, you added to it, like, you know, extremely. But if you leave, what you think the No Jumper audience is gonna leave you? Like leave with you? No, because your audience that you groomed while you was on No Jumper, they're gonna watch you, but they're also gonna watch No Jumper and the other things that's going on in that empire. The audience is not just there for AD. No Jumper has many other things going on, so people are gonna be like, okay, we here in tune because Adam is who's putting this together. So we believe that Adam can get it back together. So we're gonna stay with Adam. Some gonna go with AD, but it's a rare case where you have a Ja Rule and 50 Cent situation where somebody's so high at the top and then somebody who is the underdog comes and just boom, take them off. Nah, it's like, you know, like Beanie Siegel couldn't leave Rockefeller and go be bigger than Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people will leave, like Rory or Mal didn't leave and go be bigger than Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying? Because when you build a foundation and the foundation is strong, it's very hard for the people that leave to go build something bigger. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy at all. So like the people that thought Adam was done, it was just like a momentarily feeling, you know, like let's roll with the underdogs, yo. Adam is over, it's over, it's over. But it's like, no, he has skills to build communities. Like, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't just do No Jumper. He has the porn, and then he also has the bikers, you know, the bikers club. So if you look at him, you might, and people always underestimate people, right? And that's why a lot of times people win, because when you're underestimated, people don't see your plans and your strategies. But this guy is very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to put people together, and he knows how to run businesses. And even if he is not intelligent, he knows how to delegate. He knows how to pick people. He knows what talent is. He knows who to put on camera. He has that. That alone is good for him to be able to do what he's doing. You know, like, can AD give us personalities that we want to watch? Can AD give us people that are very interesting and intriguing? You know what I'm saying? Like, can AD do that? So, but let's continue.
How many views that channel is getting, and then split it
But is he
5
adding-
ways, and then tell me that that they're each making 6 figures a year off of that. It's actually insane that they're actually trying to pass this off on the people.
Is that like 80? Like, what is 6 figures considered? Is that
it would be like eight grand a month, basically, or like a little bit more, which is, AD actually showed, I could tell that I really triggered him because he was showing his No Jumper pay stubs after taxes, keep in mind, on his stream last night. And if you look at those and you listen to what he said about how he was actually getting another check in addition to what he was showing, it basically all adds up to something close to what he was saying, which was like 6 figures a year, right? And so I don't know why he showed the receipts on camera, because based on what I've read in the comments and on the Reddit, it seems like the fans almost universally agree that he was being overpaid, which was our experience as well, is that we definitely weren't making as much money from the content as we were paying him. It was just kind of something that we were still doing because of the fact that he had been a brand for that long. So then you look at their channel now, you would have to be absolutely out of your mind to think that those dudes are making more money from that channel than AD was making at No Jumper.
Including ad revenue and the side shit that they do and what they charge people to come on their platform, or if
do they charge people to go on there? I don't know. They might be making more money than you think from advertising or whatever, but I don't believe for a second. I think it's absolutely absurd that he's actually trying to pass this off on people.
But not that one podcast, but I'm just saying he's probably saying, like, as a whole, with but he was doing shit on the side.
Well, yeah, because that's the thing, is that the money that he was making from community, his channel, he was already making that while he was doing No Jumper. So you can't count that.
So what's the beef though? I'm trying to figure it out. Like,
I know it's hard to understand how they're being this sensitive.
Go ahead.
But, I mean, I guess the beef is just that, well, number one, they just need stuff to talk about. So that's why we're in the thumbnail. That's why they got to talk about us over and over and over, is just because they got nothing else to talk about. What I said on Bootleg Kev was pretty obviously true, almost impossible to argue. And AD actually went on his stream and basically like proved exactly what I was saying by showing the pay stubs and acknowledging.
Well, he didn't show how much they're making. That's what I was.
He showed how much he was making from No Jumper.
No,
what he didn't show the people, what would actually prove it, what I was saying, which he will never do, is
right now.
No, not community, Figmunity. So show us what Figmunity makes you right now, and then we'll be able to actually contrast and compare and see if you are actually making like $8,000 a month off of Figmunity, which, spoiler, is not happening. It's like obviously just not true.
I feel like with this, this be the problem with us. It causes a beef when it's just really friendly competition.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it should be like a competition thing. You know, like, okay, you think you make more, I make more. How can we prove this?
But this is the problem is
for views.
I went on there on Bootleg Kev and I answered his questions honestly. And I had
you did a Bootleg Kev interview also?
Yes. And I love that you don't know that, because you like Shitty is really in the streets. He's really doing his thing. He's not tapped into the minutia of the Reddit or whatever. So that's what I'm here. I'm to fill you guys in on
Reddit just today.
Just
break. Nah, you should know what you should. That's a nigga that don't read his contract. Break, baby. That's a nigga that don't read his contract. You should know every move Adam is making. You should know about Reddit. Adam is only saying, I'm glad you don't know this shit, because you want to keep this nigga as a worker. You don't want to know too much. That's a motherfucking slave master mentality, man. How you tell a nigga, yeah, I like the fact that you don't know what's going on out there, because you tapped in the streets, man. Stay in the streets. Oh, no.
Your life, you don't want to be part of it. You're better off without it. Anyway, so I go on there and I said some simple statements of fact. I wasn't disrespectful. I just said that I didn't believe that they were making as much money, which is a obvious fact. Yeah. And then I also laid out the situation with Snoopy Badass. What do I get as a
Adam's cap? He didn't say AD is a bitch, but talking about AD's pockets, and also the Bootleg Kev dude, he's another white guy. I mean, listen, man, at the end of the day, we all know what people are doing, especially if you're in media, but it gives us something to talk about, right? We all got a cap. Bootleg Kev was asking questions to get a rise out of fucking Adam and to start some shit. He has a podcast. That's his job, right? That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to ask questions, cause friction, give people what to talk about successfully. Obviously, now this is cause streams. Now I'm reacting. Other people gonna be reacting. That's the game, right? So Bootleg Kev is doing his job. But he did ask a question, which kind of put him in a position where he talks about AD's pockets. If you and AD are cordial, you don't talk about the man's pockets, even if you make him more. You just say, I don't know how much he's making. I'm not looking into that, but I'm glad that he still has a channel, has a team, and he's doing his thing. And we at peace with it, and I'm over here and I got a lot of good things going on. That is the way to keep it where a response is not gonna be beefy. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to podcast beefs, I call it peef. So peefy. You know what I'm saying? But Adam talking about AD's pockets, making it seem like no, AD ain't making money. No, AD messed up. That's what Adam wants to say. Adam literally just wants to say, you fucked up. You fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? The slave master want to say, you should have been on this plantation farm. You should have been in this field. Like, you asking to be emancipated has put you in the ghetto when I had you in the house. Now you living in the ghetto, AD, and I had you in the house. And Adam, and this, a lot of white people are like this. White people are, what's the word? Passive aggressive. Niggas, we're passionate. Bitch ass nigga, motherfucker. Nigga, man, how you play with me like that? White people are not like that. They just talk differently. So, we can have a conversation about, the results, from the decision that you made. And if you're satisfied with that, and you're not satisfied with the results of the decision that you made. And they would say, yeah, we can have a conversation about, the decision that you made and the results, and if you are satisfied with that, like, they know how to just dish you without just being outwardly, like, passionately, emotionally, like, straightforward with it. But Adam is basically saying, yo, AD, you fucked up.
The result, I get AD and his overweight manager sitting in this tiny little room talking about how they gonna stand on business, how they gonna fuck me up, how I need to be careful out here in these streets.
I didn't see that part.
Before I went on stream, let me go to my Instagram story right now, because
this is the part that I really want to talk about, because that stream that I watched of AD was so corny. It was so corny. Oh my God, it was so corny.
I preemptively knew that this was going to happen. Listen to my story from yesterday.
Style of podcaster are people who can hear a valid argument, can hear a valid conversation, and then they go on the podcast and they want to convince you that they're hard and they could beat somebody up.
Does this sound familiar?
I think I speak on behalf of basically the entire audience,
the whole world, Adam.
When I say that we don't care.
We don't care.
You gotta actually do it.
You gotta do it. You gotta slide.
A defunct style of podcasting.
That'll be working out too much. He a biker. He got that energy.
Not the place to do it. So
if you want to act tough, the podcast is not the place to do it. So I called my shot. I'm motherfucking Babe Ruth in this bitch. I go on my story. I call out exactly what their response is gonna be, and what do? They do this musty ass, broke ass shit, and they sit around and talk about, ooh, Adam gonna get touched. LOL. How the fuck did I call it? And I mean it too, because when you look at the Reddit, when you look at the comments, nobody is impressed. You're never gonna take a W by hopping on a podcast, talking about a verbal beef, a beef of ideas, a war of ideas. You're never gonna take the W by going on your podcast and talking about how tough you are. It makes you sound goofy. Do you?
Yo, oh man, hate it, but he right. The man right, yo. That AD stream was corny. AD stream was so corny. AD's hurt. AD also has to use that content, because if AD talks about Adam, it's automatic views. You know what I'm saying? Adam knows that too. If he talks about AD's automatic views, yes, Adam can get views from other situations. He could talk about Chicago, what's going on over there. He got these Chicago personalities. He got Crip Mac, Brick Baby. He got Whack 100. So Adam has a vast of things that he can talk about, right? But he knows that, yeah, if you talk about AD, like, because of that friction, the audience is gonna want to tap in. Who said what? Who did what? But the dude, what's his name, Punt? Because I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? I seen him, and he was like, "Yo, AD, you know, this man Adam is talking, you know, and you got a lot of people that love you. So give us the word. Is it like on like that? What should we do? Because we're feeding off of your energy, and if we see him, we might have to do something." And it's like, what? AD was supposed to shut it down. AD was like, "Yo, whatever anybody want to do, they do it. I don't care. I ain't got no say in it." And it was just really, really corny, man. It was very, 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 very corny. Because if they were acting and they were just like, it was entertaining, I would have been like, you know, I would have went with it because it's entertainment. But they were like salty, and so they were serious. It's not serious that they're gonna do anything, because I don't think they're gonna do anything to the slave master. They know they role. These guys know they role. Another black person, of course, they're gonna try to do something. But with Adam, yeah, they know they role. They're not gonna play with a slave master. You know what I'm saying? These gang members know who's more powerful than them. That's why Adam can sit there and say on BD, on GD, whatever, stand on business. He can talk. He can talk nigga talk, and these niggas is gonna laugh. They're not gonna do nothing, because that's how they see the slave master. Let a black person who is not in their set sit there and say, on Rolling 60, on BD, on this, on that, on, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, hey yo, bro, da da da. Why are you talking like they gonna get buck? They gonna get buck. But Adam can do this because, bro, there's a fear that niggas have for the slave master. So, you know, they sitting there talking and Pun making it seem like, yo, AD make a call on this. And it's like, bro, y'all like really gonna go fight this nigga over those little comments that he made? Like, show me some brilliance, troll him, make him look goofy. Like, do something where Adam is becomes the butt of the joke, where we clown him. Don't be so salty over these words back and forth, and now you are making threats, and it's like y'all gonna do something to him, and it just makes y'all look like losers. Like, that whole thing with the whole street shit that niggas been like, that was in the 2000s, in the mid 2000s, or whatever the fuck it was, the 2000s, bro. Right now, all you niggas is on the internet. Y'all not gangster no more. You can claim gangster, you know what I mean? But I mean gangster in the way that gangster was portrayed. That's what I mean. Because, you know, a nigga making money, taking care of his family, controlling his community, that's also gangster in its own way, right? You know what I'm saying? That's also gangster in its own way. But this whole thing where you used to be like, I'm gonna do this to you, and niggas will be scared and be like, cop, please, and shit like that. No more. That shit is done. If you say fuck you, somebody's gonna say fuck you too. Because guess what? We both on the internet. If you was really tough like that, you wouldn't be on the internet. When street niggas got on the internet, nobody cared about the mystery and the fear people had for street niggas went away when street niggas got on the internet, because it's like, before, people had to imagine what you would do to them, but now they watch you every day on the stream. They don't fear you no more. You talking that gangster shit, and I just been watching you sit on fucking camera every day talk. What's gangster? What's gangster about sitting on the motherfucking camera and entertaining people like everybody else? You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes you so tough about that? If you're so tough, go to the military. You should be killing people right now. You should be looking for your ops, but you wake up every day and you go to work. You're working, nigga. Like, cut the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pun, AD, all these niggas trying to make money. Why y'all trying to make it seem like y'all gonna do something to Adam when we know y'all not? Because not now it makes y'all look goofy. Now it makes y'all look like, yo, y'all really, it's just like, it's like this white man gonna beat y'all. He's gonna beat y'all at this game, because y'all's only result is, it's not about coming up with something strategic to win. It's about, oh, we're gonna end him. Which is like, what the fuck? Huh? And it's like, I know it's talk, but that kind of talk is whack now. It's whack. The street nigga talk about, I'm gonna do something to you. It's whack now, bro. It's whack. That shit is whack now. Right now, it's like we want to see the brilliance of black men. And what can you do? Even if you're trolling and you're entertaining, like FYBJ Main is so funny, right? I don't think he's out there. He's gonna try to go kill somebody right now. That's not the image that I'm getting. My point is, niggas should make movies, do reality podcast show, do things we've never seen before with this internet opportunity and ability that we have. Shock us, AD, shock us. He talking shit. All right, AD, go in the bunker and then start thinking about what the fuck you can do. And it's not even about just to compete with him, but show us something great, because we would love to go watch AD and be like, yeah, Adam, yeah, nigga, you took the fucking L. You was talking all that shit. But when you just be like, oh, we gonna do something, or I'm not gonna do nothing, y'all can do whatever y'all want. It's like, bro, that's your clap back, bro. Like, y'all really think the street niggas is still running the motherfucking what's going on in this world now? Gunna is out. Nobody give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Kodak just did a song with 6ix9ine. Bro, the streets is fucking broke, and niggas is just taking the bag wherever they fucking can, bro. And now they taking it from a snitch or a rat, whatever y'all call it. Who's standing on code? Who's standing on business, huh? What are you niggas doing to y'all's ops? Huh? Everybody's trying to get on the internet and make some money. So leave the street shit and use the brains, bro.
Really think that I'm scared of Pun waiting outside of the building? You know exactly where we work. What are we talking about? If you wanted to do something, you're not going to talk about it on the podcast. You probably already would have done it. I'm not worried about it. I'm just saying, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah,
So you can talk as tough as you want on the podcast. I'm not sweating. I don't even have deodorant on. I got an all natural scent right now. I'm not perspiring. That's just how I feel. So you can talk about how fucking tough you are. So nobody's worried about
who is Pun? Where is he from?
I don't know.
Like, that's I always wanted to know that. Like, it just was like, because this Ace boy, he be calling a lot of shots. I be seeing, like, I would see, like,
but no bodies are dropping, Brick Baby. ADAM22 still out here living good. He's saying he's gonna kill me. He plotted out the whole fucking crime on his live stream last night. If you ask me, it might be a terms of service violation. We might have to call up YouTube and say, look at this guy plotting an assassination on his channel.
You see that? You see that? The white man kicks in. Now he's telling you, hey, bro, I can fuck with you in other ways. Like, I can fuck with you in other ways. Like, you niggas got to think. See, this dude, he's white, right? We know how niggas are, right? Like I already told you, if a black person was sitting there and was talking, you know, gangster, or like, you know, said something in his neighborhood, like on beat, like not, you know, he's a crip, but like, cause I see him say on BD or say on something where, you know, it's like, I know if a black person said that and they wasn't in that gang, people, niggas would bug up, you know what I mean? Like FYBJ Main says, like, he can do all nigga shit. If he calls the cops, it's not gonna ruin his reputation. Like if a nigga calls the cops, how they will call him a snitch. They would say he's white. That's what he's supposed to do. These niggas can play a different game than a black person can play. The fact that these niggas label themselves as gang members, they limit themselves, and that's really, 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 really terrible. When you when you portray yourself as a criminal, and y'all join these sets, you restrict yourselves from what you can do as a man, you know. And sometimes they wonder why they stuck in that, you know. But Brick Baby can't call the cops. ADAM22 can call the cops and still be good. If Brick Baby call the cops, it's gonna fuck up his whole rhetoric and his, you know, reputation and what he stands on, you know. Adam outwardly saying, I can fuck with your channel, AD. I can report y'all and say y'all making threats, and I'm scared for my life and my business, and I feel like you guys may even pull up on me because you guys know where I work at. Adam can play that game, you know. Adam can play a very dirty game with AD, bro, you know, because he's white.
channel. I know you don't want anything to do with it because it sounds like snitching, right? I'm not going for it. Ain't nobody scared around here. That's all I'm saying. So if you really want to do something, you
And look at these niggas. Look how happy they are jumping. Look at homie, bro. Look how happy. What the fuck? What?
you're gonna have to actually do
Hell,
it. You're not gonna
this
just
motherfucker.
sit here
Man,
and plot out my death
What the fuck?
on your life.
Hold on. What the fuck? Where the shit at? Give me, yo. That shit shocked me so much.
We do that Snoopy Badass interview.
It shocked me so much. I lost control of the whole fucking thing. Hold on.
If you ask me, it might be a terms of service violation. We might have to call up YouTube and say, look at this guy plotting an assassination on his channel. I know you don't want anything to do with it.
Plotting assassination. I missed that part. Plotting assassination. Listen to this, bro. And he would do it too. That's the thing. Don't get it twisted, bro. He would do it. Like these two guys are sitting there. They don't even realize the power this guy is showing right now, but they so happy to be in the house and be around. They're not realizing like this guy is so fucking dangerous and powerful. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what the fuck he's willing to do, that these niggas can't do just because of the gang membership shit that they fucking claim.
Because it sounds like snitching, right? I'm not going for it. Ain't nobody scared around here.
He jumping. He happy. Listen, bro. White people will always win because they will never have a situation where all niggas is on niggas' side and against white people. White people will always win because niggas will always be on their side and other niggas will be on a different side. Because white people will always have resource and niggas will always say, why would I ride with y'all niggas? Y'all ain't paying my bills. This white man paying my bills. I'm riding with him. So white people, because they have been able to put value on what's valuable and they have garnered all the resources, they will always be able to divide and split niggas. Because niggas will always go to them and say, I know you got beef with these niggas over there. But these niggas over there ain't doing nothing for me. Shit, you can do something for me. You know what I'm saying? So look at them. They happy as shit. Jumping.
That's all I'm saying. So if you really want to do something, you're going to have to actually do it. You're not going to just sit here and plot out my death on your live stream and think that I'm going to be worried about it. You're telling on yourself. If you plot my death on the live stream, everybody knows that nothing's going to happen. And to anybody else who thinks that they're tough, they think that, we're sitting in this little hot box ass room, so we hard to go for it. Yeah. I'm out here. I'm in the field. So if anybody, I'm in the field. I'm all over the field. I'm in the dugout. I'm on first base, second base, third base. I'm in the outfield. I'm in left field.
Adam. Show them shoes. You ain't playing.
Check my shoes out.
That
These
nigga not play. Don't play with nigga shoes like that. In the field.
You know what this means? I've been kicking shit up. I ain't worried about nothing. I'm Lil B. My shoes is low to the ground.
Like that, you better run because he ready for war. He ain't got to change. He going straight for it.
I ain't worried about nothing. That's all I gotta say.
My whole thing is
yo. Y'all see Adam though? Adam is talking that talk. Hey yo, look at his body language.
You know what this means?
Watch his body language. That's all I want you to do. Watch his body language.
Kicking shit up. I ain't worried about nothing. I'm Lil B. My shoes is low to the ground.
Like that, you better run because he ready for war. He ain't got to change. He going straight for it.
I ain't worried about nothing. That's all I gotta say.
Hey.
He means that. He means that, bro. Like Adam feels like AD is his bitch. He feels like, AD, you left and you couldn't accomplish what you wanted to accomplish. And let's not forget, man, when at the time when AD left, they was calling Adam a pedophile. They were trying to put allegations on Adam, call him a racist. They were doing a lot of shit. You feel me? And I know AD now has been calling Adam out for being white. He's like culture vulture. He's trying to paint a narrative, which don't make sense, right? Because you was with the nigga for a grip. So you can't leave the nigga and then call him a culture vulture, because that's what women do. A woman will be with a nigga, ride with the nigga, and when she leave the nigga, then she want to play a victim and act like he used to beat me, he used to do this. Yeah. When the nigga was beating your ass and buying you shit, you was taking the gifts and staying though, when you should have fucking left. And now the nigga leaves you and go make a baby with another bitch, being that bitch ass too, and that bitch is staying. Now you want to talk about how the nigga used to beat your ass, and now you DMing the other bitch and talking about, girl, be careful. I want to warn you, he gonna beat your ass. Why you warning some bitch about some nigga that you was laying beat your ass? You know why you warning that girl? Because you want that nigga back. You know what I'm saying? So playing that victim shit, no. AD got to stop playing that victim. If this nigga was bad and he was white and he was all of that shit, you should have not been working with him. You help him build his brand and you help him accumulate a lot of black audience. So now don't play that race card, man. You know?
Whole thing is this, bro. I let you get it off your chest. So I ain't, you know what I mean? They say I never disagree with you or nothing like that. And it's hard to when the motherfucking situations like this come about because it's like, God damn, a motherfucker, I was here. It was no harm, no foul in what was going on. Like we talked about, was a motherfucker making more money? Analytics say that you're not making more money than what you was making right here. Am I the person to be talking about it? No, you my boy. But then
analytics say what? Nigga, Adam just told you shit. You haven't read no analytics, nigga. He already bought into it. You haven't done your research. Analytics what, bro? And analytics says what, bro? What analytics did you read, my nigga? You haven't read no analytics, my nigga. You only heard what Adam told you and you going off of that. That's why they keep saying you are agreeing with Adam and anything that Adam says. Come on, nigga. I didn't even know about this shit. It just took me 2 seconds to figure it out.
for me not to agree with Adam because you just brought up a whole clip. Like, you get what I'm saying? You brought up a whole clip talking about some shit that don't even need to be brought up. It was just
I don't like the number shit. I don't like a nigga putting niggas' numbers out there.
A motherfucker has misinformed himself. He did bootleg Kev, thought that you was making more money where you was at. Adam replies to the question
with logic and reason, and not, I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna wait outside your crib. I'm gonna beat you up.
But not even no hate your heart. You just like, probably not.
Probably not. That's all I said.
Hey, yo, man. So what is my takeaway from this whole stream, right? This is very entertaining. Adam absolutely is shitting on AD, you know, because he feels like AD abandoned him. AD is playing victim and trying to be tough at the same time, which is what niggas do. But this whole thing is about y'all street niggas shit is not going to work, especially with a white dude. Today's society right now, people don't care about the street shit. So the bug up, all that, nah, it's like the audience is not gonna be like, you're cool for that. No, the audience want entertainment. That shit is not entertaining anymore. Like acting tough and making people fear for their lives. Nah, the street that people want to laugh. They want to laugh. They want to see you get more money. They want to see more entertain. Like AD, go interview Sammy the Bull, the rat. Go interview him. Go do some AD. I don't know if he does AD 1-on-1, but go do some shit that will go viral, that will really blow up. Like go interview, you know, somebody, you know, who is notorious for something that they did, you know, like some Vlad shit. Do a 1-on-1, you know, and you will get a lot of views. AD, go try to interview what's the guy name, man? Andrew Tate or something. If AD was to sit down and interview Andrew Tate, like go do something that's dope and fire. You know what I'm saying? If you have the ability to, but playing victim and playing street at the same time, nah. And I know it's because he's white. That's why y'all playing that victim shit. Oh, culture vulture, white man, white this, white that, blah, blah. You know, no, man, cut it, man, cut it. So, yeah, Adam is winning right now. That's what I'll say. And whoever that pun dude is, very corny, man, for that. Very, 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 very corny for that, man. You know.